surprise, I'm back. Welcome to DIY Crafty Sarah. This is my page. So glad you're here. Let's find us on Facebook and get this party started. Oh, there's me. Forgot what shirt I had on. Let me grab something real quick here. Hope everybody's good tonight. My day didn't turn out like I thought it would, so here I am back again. Some may show up, some may not. Tonight we're going to use I believe this is an Aiden frame, and we are doing Now Serving Pumpkin Everything. I want to put a bow on it, so maybe I should start with my bow. I might just do that, and then my bow will be ready for when we're done. You hop on, say hello. I'd appreciate it. So I just picked out some different ribbons. I don't know. I don't even know that it needs a bow, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to make a bow. I'm just going to start with this beautiful pumpkin. So how has everybody's day been today? Here it is, Tuesday. I'm just going to do 2 loops of this one. We'll have our tail come up this side. So I told you guys last night that my son was in the hospital and I was going to go see him today. Well, I thought that he was going to get some horrible news today. Hi, Lori. And he did, but he's not. He's getting out of the hospital tomorrow. They thought around noon. So that would be wonderful. Just whipping up a bow here, Lori. It's probably going to be bigger than I want, but you know how I am with my bows. Just going to make a pretty fall bow to put on this picture frame, and our picture frame says pumpkins, pumpkin everything. Just putting some different fall ribbons in here. What'd you have for supper? We had a meatloaf. It wasn't that great. I didn't do so good on that tonight. You know, isn't it funny how sometimes you make something and it just is awesome, and then other times you make it and it kind of sucks. Just gonna put one of that in there. So I feel like I'm getting too much. But whatever. Whatever. I'm gonna finish up with this little stripe. How was the girls' game? You know what? I don't even... I don't really don't even know if I've even eaten Taco Bell. Maybe once in my life. We have a Taco Bell, but I'm a Taco John girl. Remember Taco John's? TJ's? Okay, that might be way too big. Just tighten that baby down. Maybe I'll turn it around the back and tie it back there too. And you could tie the twine. If I use thicker twine, it'd be cute to tie that into a bow, into the front of it, so that it would just look like it's part of the bow. Then I wouldn't have to mess with Hi, Chris. You don't have Taco John's there? Hey, Holly. Hi, Linda. So let me tell you about Josh. So the cardiologist came in today, and they told him that the surgery that they would be doing would be very, they say, extremely risky. And we know that. We know that when you have open heart surgery as many times as Josh has had it, every time you get it, your chances get less and less that you're going to make it with each one of your surgeries. So we know that. And my thought yesterday was, when they were talking about having him have surgery, oh my God, we have a Mexican restaurant on every corner in Hastings, not kidding you. And trucks all around too. Oh man, this bow's turning out pretty. So they, get back to where I was at. I lost my place. It's very, very risky. And my thought yesterday was, why would they, first of all, I thought, what if they go in and there he is laid wide open and there's no fungus, there's no infection. I'm like, oh my God, wouldn't that be terrible? So then I thought, well, why don't they do this antibiotic first for a little bit and then see how that goes and then go from there. Well, that's basically what the cardiologist came to, that conclusion, was that the surgery is very risky, and so they want him to do a PICC line for 6 weeks. Then they'll go back in and do a TEE test on him to see if the infection is still there, and they'll have to go a different route if it is. You know, you'd probably have to have surgery then. But we're just going to pray that the antibiotics that he's going to be taking are going to get rid of that infection, and that he can squeak by this time, because his old mom can't take it. And he's got 2 boys, one that's 16 and one that's 13, and a beautiful little wife that can't live without him. And so that's where we are. There's my bow, you guys. Isn't that gorgeous? Holy, ooh, crap, it's pretty big. Oh well, we're going to use it anyway. I can't do anything small, I swear. I swear. When I go to do things in my laser, I always like the big stuff. That's the way I am about my bows. I make them big. All right, so we're going to do this transfer. I have this transfer. Oh man, I hope they work too, Lori. My God. Hi, Pam. Yeah, claim it. No kidding. Yeah, you know, in my heart, I always knew he'd probably have to have another surgery at some point. I certainly never felt like it would ever be because of an infection. And I had always prayed that it would be after I died, because every time I go through it, I get worse. It gets worse and worse for me. You know, the older you get, the more you can't take that stuff anymore. And he's my baby, you know. I mean, he's not a baby, but he's one of my babies. Even though he's 45 years old, he's had 45 years of tough. Let me tell you, it's been tough. But we're just going to pray that, going to hope and pray that the antibiotics do their job and that he is fixed and doesn't have to have that stupid surgery. Because I know that's not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. I do have, okay, these transfers were, you had to spend $50, I think, to get the transfer, and it was a free gift. I do have one. It would be the price of a regular B-size transfer. So if you want that one, you can let me know, and I'll sell it to you. I had several, but I gave them to my girls, to my downline, and one of my Perks members. My sweet little Tina, that I don't know. This is going on this Aiden frame, and I think it's going to stick like a crazy thing. I'm trying to fuzz the gajibas out of it. So anyway, I'm going to set that down, try to get the air bubbles out. I'm going to fold over a corner so I can pick up my transfer. And you don't have to, you know, I mean, you want your air bubbles out of it, but you guys, you don't have to get nutty about pushing it down. I think there's a hair in there, which maybe not. Nope, I don't see anything. But I think there is. Maybe not, I don't know. Oh my gosh. Maybe we'll squeak by. There's something there, right there. It can only be that long if it's my hair, because my hair is not that great. So we got marmalade. That's a beautiful orange. That's our newest orange. And we got papaya and squeeze. I think I like that marmalade the best. We have orange peel, but there's also shimmer pumpkin. So I think we'll do of course we'll do the pumpkins in the orange, and we should do so it's on black, so I do what can I do the word pumpkin in? Peach cobbler? Something different? Maybe do that, peach cobbler. There's also shimmer flamingo. That's a beautiful one. Should keep these oranges together instead of spreading them all over the place. I don't know if do I want white? or vanilla? I think vanilla. I think white's too starky. Too stark. So we'll do now serving in the vanilla, pumpkin in the peach cobbler, everything, and in the vanilla. Let me grab a couple squeegees. So we're just going to start at the top and work our way down. Easy peasy. Now serving. You guys love pumpkin? I love pumpkin everything. Honestly, I think I could eat pumpkin anything. Oh my gracious. Ugh. I suppose I picked one that's crappy. Yeah, I could use some water, so I'm going to pull this up. Now serving. So I'm going to add some water to this. I don't want that to dry in my screen while I'm stirring this up. I should have checked this before, but I didn't. Pam went and made herself one of those Dollar Tree frames last night with that same little transfer. It turned out cute as it can be. So I'm going to go to Omaha on Friday. I didn't go today. I asked him, do you want me to come? I mean, I was like, I'm packed. My suitcase is packed. It's sitting on a chair in the dining room. I'm like ready to go. And then I was like, do you want me to come? And he goes, well, Mom, he goes, I don't know, he goes, you're always welcome, which I know that. But he said, I'm going to get out probably tomorrow. And so then my husband's like, well, maybe you don't need to go today. And I had already planned on going Friday. I'm going to go pick up some ceramic slip. My oldest son wants me to make him a Christmas tree. And I did keep my Christmas tree mold. So I'm going to make a ceramic Christmas tree for him. It's like, Mom, before you get rid of all your stuff, can you just do this one last thing for me? So I'm like, yeah. And I probably won't get rid of that tree mold. I'll probably just keep it till it's garbage or they throw it away. They could get a lot of money out of it, though. They are worth some dough. People are always looking for those things. I should have probably waited to do this, but too late now. Oh, we need some green for our stems too. All right. Everything's going to be white. Every little thing. This would be cute on a shirt too. So I'm just praying that that antibiotic works. That would be the best case scenario for us. I'm going to dry that real quick. And then I'm just going to lay it down. Not push it down, just lay it down. And my pumpkins are going to be in this color, but I need a color for my green. So let's see. Let's go with eucalyptus, because it's going to be a green that's kind of, you know, the fall is here. Actually, these leaves should probably be, they probably could be something else, but they're going to be green. And I love this eucalyptus. So we have a 6-week reprieve. So everybody pray your hearts out. I didn't sleep at all last night. I think I will sleep like a dead man tonight, maybe. Maybe not. Good old marmalade. It's a beautiful color. I'll look at my comments when I get this done and get this peeled up. If you guys share and you're not a designer or with Couture, you could be a Perks member but not a designer. I will send you a free transfer. And I got them as a gift, and I'm paying it forward. So I didn't even open the envelopes that they're in, so I don't even know what they are. I've sent them out to 2 people, and I hope that they can use them. Stephanie and Keffany. I just hope whatever you get, you can use one way or another, even if you can only use parts of it. Because you know, you don't have to use the whole transfer. Okay. Oh, you know what? We still got those little, down here it says cider and pie and coffee and more. And I bet you that my words up above it have already dried. We'll see. If they do, I'll just go back over it. Oh, I'm like, what is that? But that is in the transfer. I felt like it was. Yep, it started to dry. So I will just lay that back over. Oh my gosh, you guys, that is stinking adorable. I bet Pam was saying, you better pull that, you better pull that. Which 3 do I have? 3 what? Oh, tree. I have the Knowles. Or no. Knowles. I have the big one. I have the Knowles. It's the old original. And I have 2 extra branches. So that baby gets big. And of course he wants all of it. It's like, Mom, I want the big one. I'm like, I know you do. I would probably, if I was to make one and sell it, I would probably sell them for around $150. It's big. And then you have the base. The only molds I kept, and I sold more than 2,000 molds, and I don't think she's done a thing with them. That kind of makes me sad, but whatever. They're not my problem anymore. I kept the tree. I kept a big snowman, and the snowman he's clay magic, and he can have his belly cut out, and I have cut him out with, I think I cut Huskers on him maybe, or I think it was Huskers, and then he either can hold a snowball or he can hold a football, and I have both of those, and then I kept I kept a nativity set. So that's our picture. Isn't that cute, you guys? I love that. And that little distress that goes through the middle, that is exactly what's on the transfer. I thought, wait a minute, did I miss something there? But those are exactly what's on the transfer. And you know, I don't know. I could go over that. I kind of like the distress look of it. Thank you, Pam. I appreciate it. Hi, Deidre. How are you? Deb and Cindy. Cindy Lou. You just can't imagine losing one of your kids. I hope I never have to. I have friends who've lost their children. I'm not anything special, but man, I don't want to go through that. We've been fighting to keep him alive since he was 5 months old. So there's our picture, and I'm going to slap this big old fat bow on there. Some people are bow people, some people are not. I'm going to trim that. That's a little bit long, so I want to be able to see my words. This I will keep anyway. This is mine. I can't, this is an Aiden frame, and Aiden frames are not cheap. So I usually just keep those. But they are reusable. I can scrape that off and redo it, and I can make myself something else. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that right up there, and then I'll mess with that bow. I don't think I want it. I think it's definitely a corner. Definitely a corner bow. Got some new files today. Oh my goodness. Scarecrows. Holy moly. Cute, cute, cute. I can bring you pictures and show you pictures if you want to see. I haven't, that's good. Good, Deidre. You know, I do laser cutouts. On that Notify, Deb, I think you have to put the exclamation point in front of the word. I might be wrong, but I think that's how it works. So I don't think I'm going to put anything in the center of this bow, because I'm just going to prop some of those up. Let me grab my pictures of my new files of my scarecrows. I want to show you guys. Hopefully they're right here under my nose, but oh, here we go. These files, I'm in the club, and these files just came in this afternoon. So it's, I will be cutting all of this. Actually, I've already started cutting it. This is a tiered tray set. Isn't that the cutest stinking thing? And thanks, Cindy. I see that Williams and it screws me up every time. Here's a door hanger, scarecrow door hanger. Or you can put it anywhere on your wall. Here's a little scarecrow stander with his pumpkins all around him. And this is scarecrow fence, like a picket fence. And it comes in two sizes. It comes in 18 inches and it comes in probably about 11.5 inches. I cut them both and I love the 18. I like big. And then there's these little squares, and these can either go in a frame or they can set in an easel. Either one. Don't you love the colors? Oh my gosh. And the colors are from Delta Americana. and they are, the blues are crystal blue and open water. There's a Alizarian crimson, natural buff, marigold, warm sunset, desert cactus, burlap, milk chocolate, black, and light buttermilk. But I've already got things cut out. I'm already going to start painting, probably start painting tomorrow. And oh my gosh. So if anybody wants any of those as kits, I will have those for you too. You just let me know and I'll get you rolling. All right, so I think that's going to be our bow. Oh, that's so nice, Cindy. I'm so glad for you. My God. I am so glad. Oh, you gave it to your granddaughter, Pam. That's cool. I thought I might stick it up on my tiered tray. Oh man, Lori, we have a lot of Mexican restaurants. We do too. Holy moly. Your girls didn't get to play? Who's this James? I thought I got rid of him. Delete comment. There you go. I don't know who he is, but he don't need to be here. Right? We don't need no damn man here, do we? All right, guys, there you go. I love it. I think it turned out cute. You guys have a great rest of your night. I appreciate you guys all so much. Thanks for being in my corner. Thanks so much for your prayers. You guys, you have no idea. I can feel it, and I am so grateful. So grateful. Oh, Halloween's fun to decorate for. There's people that go nuts over Halloween. Like, they say Halloween's like the next most money maker to Christmas. Isn't that crazy? So anyway, I hope to be here again tomorrow night, as far as I know. Like I said, Friday I'll see Josh and I'll let you guys know how he is. But anyway, thanks so much. I appreciate you guys all. Thanks for popping in and hanging with me. If you'd like to have any of my wood kits, just let me know. I'll give you a price. And my price is usually better than anybody else's. So hang with me, and I will see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.